Hello, hello! If you're watching this video, you're probably coming from part 1 that was posted yesterday, which is all about what is the next big goal that you're going to score. As you remember, the topic today is, at least the design, is related to the World Cup of football, and you can choose between several football players. Initially, I wanted to make a longer video with 6 piles that you can choose from in one singular video, but because the first 3 piles took a lot more time, like 30 minutes each, I was like, yeah, this will take more time to produce, so I decided to just split them into 2 parts. So if you are watching this video, you probably chose pile number 4, 5 or 6 for your pile, so this is going to be your reading. Just a little bit information before we dive into it. I will be using the Everyday Witch Tarot deck, and also this, it's a children's game about learning words in French, about traveling. So I thought it would be fun to use it in a way of, you know, for using our intuition and to read over these cards. For the moment it's working pretty well. We're going to have charms, we're going to have a puzzle piece, and of course we'll have some numbers that I'm going to pull out from here. These are my little billiard balls that I use for my billiard tables. But since we have a football team, team sounds like a team, like a football team. I decided to use all the balls available that I have because it's cute. Okay, and with that being said, I'm excited to see what is the goal that you're going to be achieving. Just to remind you, for group number 4, we have the red team with this happy guy. Why am I thinking about McDonald's at the moment? Because maybe of the M in his hair, I don't know. He already has a bow here, and yeah, he's quite on the move. Then we have this guy here, who I named in the previous video like Cristiano Ronaldo, because he's doing a flip to shoot the ball, and this ball, which is a basketball, but that's okay. I mean, we don't get into details that much. And then we have, for pile number 6, the final pile, but not the last, another representative of the blue team who is kicking another green basketball. And he looks very serious. Yeah, he has sunglasses. I think this is a raccoon, isn't it? Yeah, I think so. So yeah, you can choose your pile now, and I will see you in a bit. Pile number 4, welcome to your reading. If you chose the red football player with the blonde hair and the ball that is already part of the figurine, this is going to be your reading on what is the next big goal that you're going to score. We're going to look into what exactly is that goal, what kind of obstacles you might have on your way to achieving it, because at the end of the day, this reading is about you achieving it in any case, for sure. And then we're going to see what will help you maneuver better and, you know, make your progress faster and better in general. There is some sound. I don't know if it's coming from my fridge, but it's like it's very loud. It's like a tumming, and it's distracting me. Wait, I have to make a pause, sorry. Okay, pile number 4, I'm back. I think it was a fan that I was using, fan, funny play of words, you know, like fan, football fan. Oh, you might have a lot of fans. Ooh, you might have a lot of admirers. I was going to say that I'm using a fan to cool down the room because it's super hot at the moment where I am. There is a giant heat wave and it's going to become even worse in the next week. So it's super hot, and yeah, but I can imagine the sound quality will be worse if I have this tumming sounds all the time. But yeah, funny that I had this distraction, because now Spirit is sending me messages connected to it. You know, the fan, like you have admirers. Ooh, okay, so you are a quite popular person, and you have several people that might have secret crushes on you. you're used to the attention, I feel like, and I can see this blonde hair. It reminds me like of the mane of a lion, you know, so Leo energy, which is all about your expression in the outside world and being proud of who you are and being confident and, you know, all these good things. So it feels like you are the life of the party. People love to hang around with you. They always invite you to parties and events, and yeah, you are cool, pile number 4. Pile number 4. Was it number 4 that was in, I don't know if you've watched this cartoon when I was younger, maybe you were younger than me. There was this Kids Next Door cartoon, and there was this guy, number 4, who was again the blonde guy, who was the cool guy, you know, the smooth guy, bad boy type of energy. And again, you're pile number 4 and you have the blonde guy, and I'm getting the message of fans. That's very interesting. Yeah, you're cool. You can even have a motorbike or something, and you're driving it around and you're picking up, you know, ladies and gentlemen and whatever you're into. Maybe you're even in sports. Yeah, you might be of those, like in American films, you have the jocks and I don't know if that's the correct word, but the guys that are on top of the team and they're the most sporty ones, the coolest ones, the prettiest ones. Yeah, you have this energy. Very cool energy. I like it. The funny thing is, because when I was making the intro of this second part, I noticed that the hair here makes an M. It was reminding me of McDonald's, which is of course a fast food chain. And I was thinking, McDonald's, what is this message about fast food? Like someone eating fast food? But now that I'm getting the message of you being cool and taking care of yourself and being confident, maybe you do like fast food, but they don't see you as a person who is going to stuff themselves with burgers all day. And then again, fast food reminds me of the idea of being fast. And in general, this figurine is of a, boy that is going fast. The focus is on the bow. He has full control of the bow and he's literally headed towards the goal, very focused, very fast. So I'm getting the fast moving energy and also the fan energy. A lot of F's here, by the way. F, is this an important word for you? I'm getting the name Francisco, Francesca, Frank, I don't know. Okay, such an interesting beginning. I will leave your guy here in the middle of the field, aiming towards the goal. And let's see what is exactly the goal that you're aiming towards. Of course, if you don't resonate with what I said about the energy I'm getting from the figurine, this doesn't mean it's not your pile. It's just that part of the collective here is has these qualities. But if you feel like the goal that I will be talking about is not yours, you can literally just change the group. You have 5 more to choose from. Okay, and I'll always take only what resonates. Oh, you're the first pile that has such a diversity in tea leaf cards, like a green one, the months. Okay, so I was taking 2 tea leaves for the other groups. I will do the same for you. I feel like I have to take this months here. No, I need 1 more card for you. Okay. Yeah, okay, so you get 3. Let's see what they say about your goal. So you have a man, dealings or relationship with a man. You have the month of July, which from when I'm recording this, it's literally in a month, like even in 10 days, I think. Interesting. So as I said, fast moving energy, this is happening fast, and maybe it's connected to the summer. And then you have spear, heartache over what you no longer have. Oh. Okay. So, I'm noticing the red of the heart and the red of the football player. It's like you're You're so used to having everything that you want and being confident, and let's say you're the cool guy or cool girl, and if you like someone you will approach them and most probably they will be, you know, they will say yes, I want to date you or go out with you or be your friend. Most of the time you are very, very successful in your relationships with people. But recently, you have experienced some kind of heartbreak because there is the one that got away. So no matter how much you are used to having what you want and being able to connect and communicate with people quite easily, there was one person that you really, really liked and really got to know you, the heart of you, you know, the depths of you, not only the mask that you put out for the world to see and with which you are charming and making everybody your friend. But there was this one person that liked you even below that surface, that you showed them who you actually are. And most probably recently or in the past, this is in the past, they left your life. There is some form of a separation here. So you get the man card, but this doesn't have to be a man, like gender. It can just symbolize masculine energy. So for example, if you are into men, this can literally be a man that left your life. Or if you're a guy that likes women, this can be a woman that has more masculine traits like determination and to be driven and initiative and more practical and rational, whatever. So, you know, this is not about gender here or what you prefer in general for your partner. Yeah, but it's talking about a person. So you experienced some form of a separation and you were quite heartbroken about it, which in a way dimmed down your light. This doesn't mean though that you are no longer talking to this person, and maybe there is something that you did that drove that person away, and at the moment your goal is trying to fix it. Trying to find a way to resolve this issue with this person so you can have them back into your life. But this is only for half of you. The other half has the opposite goal. You are trying to forget this person and move on. So yeah, I feel like we have two groups here, but the message is the same. There is a person that meant a lot to you and something happened, most probably something that you did that drove them away, and this broke your heart and now you're trying to fix it. I am not getting the message of them cheating on you or them doing something wrong towards you, although for a very few of you this can be a possibility. But yeah, this is a reading about the one that got away. And no matter how many more people you meet or hang out with or connections you create, it's not working. It's not helping you forget them. So you're looking for a solution how to either forget them or resolve this issue and get back with them. And very soon you will have results on this topic. Wow, interesting. Okay, so I want to see what kind of obstacles you might have in this journey. First, I will put your cards here so you can see them. You see them? You see them, okay. Since we have two groups, I'm going to separate this question into two parts. So the first card, I will take two cards that will show us what kind of obstacles you might have if you're trying to get back with this person. Seven of Pentacles. And the Devil. So this is if you want to try to get back to them. Let me put this here So we know that there is a separation. And I will take 2 cards more for the ones of you who are trying to forget the person. Okay, so there is a big energy here about materialistic thinking. Being too focused on money, on material gains, on what you have. Because 7 of Pentacles is all about taking stock on the fruits of your labor, what you have achieved and materialized into this world thanks to your hard work. But at the same time, also, I just want to make a pause here because I forgot to tell you that here we have a 4, number 4 for this guy. Oh my God, number 4 in your group number 4. This is funny. Yeah, this is totally not intentional. Anyway, you have a 4 here and you have a 15 or a 6 if you add them up. So these numbers might be important. It can be the 4th of July as an important date. It can be the 15th of July or even the 7th. Who knows? Anyway, that was a small brackets. But yeah, I can see here the devil, how he's holding the bag of money and delicious food. You know, it's all about the sins that we have, being overly focused and indulging too much into the physical pleasures. And then we have Pentacles, which is usually the energy of the material world. These pentacles also remind me of money. You have the wine glass here, which also reminds me of obsessions and, you know, overdoing it with substances in general, and like addictions. So what is going to be a big obstacle for you of getting this person back into your life is you continuing focusing on the material pleasures and physical pleasures. It's quite possible that's a reason this person decided to create distance between you, because maybe you were overdoing it with some kind of substance, or maybe you were too focused on making money, and or maybe you have a problem with keeping money or gambling or stuff like that. I don't know exactly YouTube's algorithm, what it's allowed for me to say, but I think you get the picture. So if this was the reason for you to have separation with this person, because you can see here you have the 2 people and you have the devil coming between them, it's maybe a good idea for you to work more on yourself and to not being dependent on these things that much, and trying to go by the situation through your feelings, because I feel like that other person is more emotional, more sensitive, and in some way they touched your heart. What you show to the others, and the reason why you are so popular is because you have so many physical experiences. You've done different things, tried different substances and things, and you have just experience. And when you talk to new people and you're like, oh yeah, I've done this, or I've jumped with a bungee, or I like extreme sports, or I drive my motorbike very, very fast over the speed limit, and you know, I'm super cool and everything, and people are just, wow, yes, this person is so cool, I want to be like them, they have such good energy, they're such a rebel. Yeah, that's the word, you're a rebel, you're a bad boy, bad girl, you know. And that's why people are attracted to you, because most people are not brave enough to do these things. And then you find this other person that is like, yeah, I can see the mask that you're putting, that you're super cool and tough and whatever, but deep down they know that you care about specific things and that you are actually quite soft. And what you crave about is connection, more deeper connection with another person. And that was the person that you had this connection with. But what can I say? I mean, you build your identity and your masks and persona for decades, and it's very hard to break habits. I mean, it's your habit to present yourself to the world in this way. So when you're out with your person and you meet some friends, you just change your personality. You become a different person. You act differently. And this person can see it and they're like, yeah, you know what? I like you more when you're genuine. When you are coming from your core, not from your, appearance. So there is something about this. And of course, if you are overdoing it with some form of a substance or anything, it's always recommended to, try to take control of it, for sure. So this can be an obstacle for you. But in any case, if your goal is to reduce the distance with this person and just find the middle ground and fix the relationship, I'm not saying that, Spirit is not saying anything about you guys getting back together. I am not seeing this here. But at least you can find some closure and might remain in some form of a different type of relationship with this person. So as you know, we're talking about scoring your next big goal, which means that you will achieve it. It's just that this is going to be a problem and you should address it for sure. Okay, for the ones of you who are trying to forget this person, what obstacles might you encounter? That's a lot. Okay, this card. Let me take. I think one card wanted to come out, but it didn't. Okay. Let's see. So, for the second part here, we have the Sun. Very summery energy, very Leo energy also. This is very happy, actually. A very, very happy card. And then we have Death, which is the end of a cycle, beginning of a new one. You see here the closed door and the opening of the other door, cutting the rope, the connection that is holding you guys together. But we are looking into obstacles, something that... oh, okay. By the way, again, so you have 13 here, which is 4. Like your group number 4, and you have 19, which if you add them together, it's a 10 or a 1, which is again a beginning or end of a cycle. So interesting, you have, it's logical that the first part of you are going to have, a continuous process with this person. But on this side, I'm seeing like this has ended, and now we're looking into a new beginning. You have to start something new. So the goal at the moment is for you to forget them and to start fresh and to start feeling more like in this picture here, like the July energy, summer energy, to be happy with your friends. What I'm getting here though, I got it in a bit like a minute ago before I started talking about the two parts, is that you have common friends, and that is the problem. These common friends are close both to you and to that person. And it's a bit hard when you have to pick sides. It's quite possible some of these friends in the group are taking your side or taking their side, and it's creating tensions between the group. So what can be the biggest obstacle for you in this situation of forgetting them is this mutual friends, because some of them might slip up and talk about them while you are together. You're going out for a coffee, let's say, with this lady here, and you're talking, and then she says, oh, you know what, I was surfing recently. I went to this to the seaside and I was surfing, and you're like, oh really, who did you go with? And they're like, oh no, well, you don't need to know about that. And you're like, why not? And they're like, yeah, well, I went with that person. And you're like, okay. It's not nice. So it's not like your friends are going to stab you in the back or anything. They are your friends and they have your back, but it's somehow both of you created this group together. So it's not like these friends were first yours or first theirs. It's like a common group, and this creates tension. Oof. And this is something that you have to for sure navigate and resolve. And then, the moment you find the best solution to this, you can finally cut the rope. the connection. You see how here the rope is hanging onto a small thread. Literally you are this close to cutting it and starting over. But yeah, it's like it is possible for you to have this serene, happy, joyful energy in summer. This sun reminds me of the light here in this new door that is opening for you. But we have to see how you can overcome this. And to see that, we will use this deck, which will show us what will help you. First, I will continue with this part because it's fresh in my mind, and then I will go back to this one. Okay, yeah, a bit chaotic reading. I was not expecting it to go this way, so yeah, thank you for your patience, guys. Let's see, what way for the 50% or the second part of this group is how can they navigate the group situation, the common friends? Which is a way for them to make it... Oh, you get rainbow. Oh, it's, by the way, it's Pride Month. So... And you get a 2 here. A lot of numbers you're getting, by the way. Again, very joyful energy. Pride Month. Maybe... If this is about someone from having a relationship or used to have a relationship with same-sex gender, and the common group is actually you guys built around the topic of LGBTQ+, it is possible that a solution for you will be to go to some events connected to your community, like pride events or discos or whatever, and meet new people. You need some fresh new people into your life, yeah. You need to diversify the vibe here, because at some point time will do its part, and some of these people will navigate more towards you or towards your ex or ex-friend or ex-partner, and this won't bother you that much if you already have started creating new connections and you're quite good at it anyway. So yeah, you can do that. But this is for the ones of you who are you know, LGBTQ+. For the ones of you that are hetero or other identities, it's the same thing. You should go out and meet other people. Like the colors of the rainbow, you need more diversity, you need more colors in your life. Don't stay into this gray, black energy. Go out and find some more color. Go to, I don't know, a competition with dancing. Sign up to a class where you're painting or dancing, or maybe go to a concert. You know, I can just see how these colors, I take them and I put them on this card and it becomes colorful. And then, what else? What else will help you? Yeah, change your appearance a bit. You know, put a new hat on. You see, you have this red hat here. Change it. Put this new hat on. Make something for your appearance. Do some self-care. Do your nails or your haircut or something. Change your appearance a bit and go out there and meet new people. This is going to accelerate so much faster this transition period for you. Okay, and then for the first part here, if you want to, you know, fix this between you and that person and have them back in your life, what is something that will help you? You have the suitcase, 52, which breaks down to a 7, and here I have a 6, by the way, for the second part. Bob can be a name, that is important. Okay, 52 is a 7, and one more. Yeah, I think you should take a trip, guys, to clear your head. And an umbrella. Oh, and it's funny how this black umbrella is black like this card here. Okay. So what will help you guys is to go on a retreat. Yes, because especially if you are struggling with substance abuse or being too focused and connected to the material world or to your job, like being a workaholic or overeating. Now that I'm seeing this ice cream and thinking about McDonald's, maybe you are eating too much fast food. You know, this is not helping you. Quite the opposite. I understand it's your comfort zone, and that's something that you're using to you know, calm yourself down. But a way for a person who is stuck into a habit, into the physical world, and to, you know, move on, is to just change the physical location, really. So in this case, the advice is maybe you should do a small trip. It doesn't have to be something very long. Maybe you can just go and for the weekend or for a day, go into nature, you know, see some trees, go do a hike, do something that is grounding you and connecting you more with your body, how you're feeling, and you know, your feelings and emotions in general. And parapluie, it can be literally, you should bring an umbrella because it's going to be raining. But no, the parapluie is about staying protected. And I feel like you need some hermit time, hermit mode, like the hermit card in tarot. You need to change your location so you can distance yourself from these habits that are the reason why you guys separated probably, and why you know, it's still being delayed, this the fixing the problem. And create a bubble around yourself, just capsulate yourself a bit and focus on yourself. Protect yourself from the outside world. You see how it's funny how the two groups have a very different approach. Here you have this arc, you know, the rainbow, which is very colorful, and it has the same form as the umbrella. This is all about outward energy, you going out into the world, and this is all about you getting more, becoming more introspective. Yes. You need to figure these things out, and it's possible when you go on this little trip. This is going to open your eyes. Maybe you will meet someone, or you will have an experience, or maybe you will find a book. You see the book here that can help you change your perspective and be easier for you to navigate this. Or also, I'm getting something, if that person is a long distance relationship and they're in another city, it's up to you to make the first move and go and see them, but not before you fix these habits and internal conflicts inside of you that are manifesting themselves outwardly. And to do that, you need to just close yourself a bit. Yeah. Okay. Let's do some charms, which will be for both of the groups, like final advices. Oh my god, this one is coming out in literally every reading. Since group 2, it was in group 3, and now for you. This is the Spanish lady. It has a very sunny vibe. It reminds me of these ladies here, by the way. It's like she's part of the scene. Funny. And she has the arc, you see, like the arc of the umbrella and the arc of the rainbow. And you know fan? Ah, fan. The fan, like fans that I was talking in the beginning about. You have a lot of fans. But I was going to say that fan, you can use it to hide your face. You know how, in older movies and older culture, the pretty ladies were using the fan to hide their face, you know, from potential admirers. So yeah, it has both meanings. For one of you, for one part of you, it's like to hide a bit. For the other part is to just dress up a bit, change a bit your appearance, try something new, meet new people. Maybe this is the person you're going to meet. And also you have Spain here. Maybe you will travel to Spain. Who knows? As I said, fast food, fast moving energy. You have the rocket, which is all about fast movement. It's going to happen soon. And you have July here, so maybe the trip is going to be in July, or maybe you're going to start meeting new people in July. Yeah, there's something about happening very soon. You have the mystery machine. So this is the Scooby-Doo little truck. I like it a lot. It's so cute. It reminds me again of this group of people and, you know, being together, solving solving mysteries, but no, you're not solving mysteries. It's more like a team. So this is more of a message for this part of the group where you have a common group of friends. And yeah, I mean, sometimes not everything is forever, you know. You're not going to lose your friends, you're just going to transform them into a new type of relationship. Yeah. And then you have Y, the letter Y. It can be important to you, or maybe why, maybe you're asking yourself why did this happen, why you don't understand. And then you have the swordfish, which reminds me of this sword here, cutting the string. And in both cases, this is about just having a new perspective, cutting the old, out with the old, in with the new, you know, cutting out old habits, cutting the connection that is holding you back. Yeah, there's something about this here. And also you have a fish, so you have the sea here. Okay, and then I will take two puzzle pieces, because these puzzle pieces have two topics. One is about the outside world, the other one is about the inside world. Oh, this puzzle piece was in pile number 3, I think. It's about pointing in something. And I think it's from the group with the outside world. I'm not sure. Or the inside. Oh, just a second. Someone is calling me. Hello again. That was another interruption with you. What's happening with the interruptions today? So yeah, a friend of mine just called me on the phone, which I didn't expect, and it was nice. And again, I'm getting the idea of, you know, you being popular among people, having friends that you can rely on and that care about you and are reaching out to you, like the fan situation in the beginning. So yeah, I feel like this is just a confirmation for you. Anyway, you get two puzzle pieces. This one is for sure from the outside world of this universe of this puzzle, and you have the sun again here. You see, you have the sun and some branches. Yeah, you should aim for the sun, guys, this part of the group, which is all about getting out there, changing a bit your experience and appearance and everything. And this one is from the inside in the cave. Maybe at the end, yeah, no, I will just link the puzzle in the description, and you will see the both images. But this is more the introspective card, which is again very connected to how you need to introspect a bit more. And it's pointing to something. I think in this situation it was about a map. So it's like Spirit is pointing you in a specific direction. Ah, okay. So this is like the two boys are looking at a map because they're traveling together somewhere, and you get, again, the idea of the travel. So this can be like a travel, like physically you will be going somewhere, or internally you're traveling and you are getting directions from the divine, or maybe some signs or something. In any case, this trip is very important and it's divinely guided. You have to take it. You will have a map and you might even have a friend that comes with you. You don't need to do it alone, you know. You have this lady here. And also my friend called me. Maybe that friend's name is beginning with the letter Y. Who knows? Okay, and last but not least, even though you got so many numbers, like a ton of numbers, I will pull out some numbers for you. That might mean something. You get 1, 6. Again, 1 is the number of beginnings, and it's yellow, very sunny energy, and a 5. So yeah, in case they mean something to you. Oh, a bit crowded here, but it's okay. Okay, pile number 4, that was your reading. It was quite an interesting structure. I didn't expect it to go like this, but I had a lot of fun, and I'm sure that everything will work out at the end. I know that it's hurting at the moment, and it won't be the same as it used to be, because as you can see here, it says something that you no longer have, but that's okay. That's okay. Be open for change, be open for transformation, new relationships, new types of relationships, and everything will be okay. And with that, I will leave you. If you like this reading, you can leave a like, subscribe, a comment. We can discuss this in the comments. And of course, it would be a pleasure if I see you in some of my next readings. With that, good luck. Bye. Pile number 5, welcome to your reading. If you chose the blue football player that is also doing like a backflip like Cristiano Ronaldo and the green basketball ball, this is going to be your reading about what is the next big goal that you're going to score. And we're going to look into 3 questions mainly, which are: what is the goal that you're aiming to achieve? What kind of obstacles are you going to encounter that are going to delay the results or maybe going to make your life a bit harder? And of course, what is going to help you overcome these obstacles and maybe even accelerate your achievement? We have the tea leaf cards here, and I'm also going to use Everyday Witch Tarot and this kids game of French words connected to traveling. It's quite interesting to use them. I'm also going to use, by the way, numbers, which are in the form of billiard balls, because as you know, today we have a football team. So I decided to use all of the balls available that I have, and I'm going to pick up a puzzle piece for you as well. Okay. Right off the bat, you chose the only football player that does a very hard trick, let's say it like that. I mean, to do a backflip and to score a goal is not something that everybody does. And it's also giving me the vibe of uniqueness and being special and... You know, I mean, everybody knows Cristiano Ronaldo, you know what I mean? Even me, who is not watching football. So there is some sort of a unique energy about you. I mean, everybody is special, but in your case, it's like you have a talent or something that makes you stand out from everybody else. It's not something that you would see in the average person. Let's say everybody can draw, but you know, with enough practice, but what you can do is draw with macaroni or, you know, do stuff like this. So I'm getting a very creative energy, but in a unique way. So it doesn't have to be only created to art, but in general, even if you're in a career that is like a lawyer or a dentist, it's like you find very unique solutions to your troubles. And yeah, in general, you just like to perform little tricks. I feel like you have a very fun and funny energy. Maybe you like to joke around or, you know, make jokes to others. And also, as you know, I like to add for each group a bow that symbolizes something different. In your case, I had these basketball green bows. And it gives me the same energy, you know, it's like, yes, this guy is a football player, but he can use whatever type of ball to score a goal, even a basketball. And with that being said, I'm going to put your guy here and trying to score. Maybe I should put him in the center like this and the ball here because he's, you know, scoring backflip. Anyway, let's take first 2 cards from your tea leaf deck. Well, that came out quickly, and oh, you got an astral house. Actually, you have so many astral houses in here in this pile. Okay, so this is going to symbolize what your goal is connected to. By the way, if you don't feel resonating to what I said about the personality of the football player that is giving me, it's okay, don't worry. It doesn't have to resonate for everybody, this is a collective reading. Maybe the topic of the goal is going to resonate more for you. So let's see, we have a main topic here. Oh, we have wealth. Okay. So maybe what you're aiming for is connected to building more abundance in the material world, which is great. And then we have broken ring, parting of the ways in either romance or business. Okay. So I feel like what this is talking about is that you have recently, or maybe you're thinking about it. Okay, so you're a person who likes to grow and experiment and try new things, and maybe you're the type of person who changes their career every 2-3 years, or changes the location they live in, or something like that. And you do it because you need to have the sense of movement, progression, growth in general. So when you feel that you are stagnating and the circumstances around you are holding you back and they are not growing with you, I mean, naturally you will leave, right? This is not something that everybody does. It's actually quite a brave thing to do, and I'm already getting this energy from you that you're a brave person. And even though you make life-changing decisions very fast and swift, like you can leave your job the next day after you decide like you're done, you're done. It doesn't mean that you are not keeping in mind everything around this choice. So what I feel here is that you're aiming high. You want to achieve a lot more material abundance in your life. And not only, I mean, wealth can be also about wealth in relationships, in feelings, let's say in love. You want to go to the next stage because here we have the ring. So let's say you are working for a business, or you have a business that you have been working on for years, or even, you've been in a partnership that you've been for years, but your partner, either it be a romantic partner or business partner, is just stagnating. They are not growing with you. You have this unique perspective about the world. You're the type of person that when you go out with your people, you will be like, oh, look at this can make a great business, or imagine if you use this object and you can transform it and make something out of it. You're the type of person that makes unique solutions to everyday problems, even to the point where you like to fantasize a lot. Maybe you're an avid reader also, fantasy books, sci-fi. You like to dive deep into fictional worlds to get ideas. Maybe you dream a lot as well. You like to dream and write your dreams in a journal. So in the morning when you wake up, you want to find the meaning of these dreams. Sorry, I have something. It's like it's hard for me to talk. Yeah, it's like my throat chakra is being blocked today, and that's interesting. I don't know why, because yeah, it didn't happen to the other readings. Let me just drink quick water. Okay. Thank you for the patience. The throat chakra thing reminds me that yes, you're a very outspoken person and like to have your opinion out there when you think something is right or wrong. But in this case, because you've invested a lot of years in this partnership, maybe you have been holding in a lot of unsaid things. And you've done that because, when you invest a lot of time into something, you start becoming attached to it and have feelings for it. So it's not that easy to let this go, but rationally that this is something that if you let it go and transform it into something else, either it be, just parting ways, or maybe having a different type of partnership, it's going to bring you more growth, more wealth, more abundance. So in general, you are a person who would make decisions swiftly, you are decisive, you find a creative solution in everything. But in this case specifically, it's a bit harder for you. And yeah, it feels like you're holding in so much. You need an outlet to speak more. Yeah. You're keeping it to yourself. So this is your goal. Your goal is to find the most creative solution to end or part ways with this situation here in your life. So it can be the best win-win situation for both parties, and you can both grow from this. If you are in a happy partnership and you're in a happy career-wise thing, this can be connected to anything else. It can be about friendship, it can be about even about your children. Let's say you have a 20-year-old that is still living in your house, and you know it's time for them to move on to their way, you know, to move out, to find their own thing, and they just seem to be too comfortable living in your space for many years. And if you don't make a move to push them out, they will stay like this for years, and you know that this is not good, neither for you, neither for them. I know this is a very specific example, but I'm just giving it in general, and also for some of you I feel like, yeah, Spirit wanted me to mention that. So you can get creative with the examples, but yeah, you're thinking of parting ways with something because you know it's going to make you more abundant. Okay, let's see what are the obstacles that you might encounter. We are going to use the Everyday Witch Tarot here. I'm going to take maybe 3 cards. Okay, this one wants to come out. This one as well. Pile number 5. What's the next big score that you're going to hit? And what are the obstacles that you might encounter? We have, oh wow, that's so funny. When I was shuffling your cards right before this reading, I parted the cards into 2 piles, so you know I can shuffle them. And I saw the moon, and I was like, the moon for this pile. That's interesting. There is something hidden here. And again, I'm coming back to, you see how the card is very blue. So blue is the color of the throat chakra, and usually the moon is about hidden things, secrets, things that are not on the surface, the shadows that you're not consciously aware of. So yeah, there is something that you're not saying, something that a lot of has piled up. Yes. Okay, let's continue. Yeah, okay, so we have the King of Swords, which is all about being rational, authoritarian, not authoritarian, this is not the right word, like a leader, but with his mind. Yeah, he's very logical, very smart, very intelligent. And again, because it's swords, it reminds me of thoughts, because that's the suit of swords, it's connected to your mind. And again, it's like something that you're not saying. And I said it again, I mean, you are an avid reader, you have all these books here, and you have so much knowledge in you, and it's like, you see how with the sword, the king is pointing to something specific. Yeah, something specifically written, some specific words that you have to let out. Okay. Oh wow, okay, and this is not helpful. We have the 7 of Cups, which is all about choices. It's like you're at a moment where you literally don't know what exactly to choose, which is normal. It's like your creative mind is so filled up with so many options and variations of something, how it can be transformed and how it can look into the future, that you're overwhelmed with the options that you have. Okay. Oh, and maybe that's why you don't want to talk about it that much, because it's hard for you to make up your mind. Yeah, it's hard for you to make up your mind. Because you're like, okay, so if I part ways with them, like totally, fully, forever, we're never going to speak to each other again. Or if we decide to make an agreement in which I can be a consultant for the company and not working directly for them like a employee, maybe this can change, you know, the dynamic. So you have these different options. And it's interesting to me how the cup with the book is right in front of her face. It's like there is something in a book that maybe you have read recently, or maybe you are going to read soon, that is going to give you the answer, or maybe is making you confused. Yeah. Because, you know, the more information you consume, the less you allow your mind to relax and show you what is underneath the surface and in the depths of your own psyche. You're basically suffocating your intuition with outside knowledge and outside thoughts. Yeah, okay, so I feel like this is a message for you to just stop consuming information for a while, and it will be a lot more easier for you to make a decision and to see the future picture of how things can evolve, so you can receive this abundance. Because in your mind at the moment is, if I choose love, I am not going to be wealthy. Or if I choose to break up fully, like the sword here, you know, and make an argument out of it, or do it in the form of a fight, I'm not going to get abundance. It's like you're separating the wealth part from the act of parting ways with this romance or business. But actually, these two things are connected. You are going to receive the abundance and wealth as a result of this. They are not separate. You know what I mean? And I feel like you know this in a way because you're quite smart and intelligent. I mean, you do have the King of Swords. He's read a lot of books, as you can see. But I'm telling you, it's like you're too closed into four walls, because you see the King of Swords is in this room, and then you have this women here in this shop or room, but the only card that is outdoors in nature is the Moon card. You really need to detach yourself a bit from all of the knowledge you have consumed, either it be books or watching videos or watching films, or even talking to people who are giving you advices and stuff. Because in general, you're a person who is quite decisive, and maybe this is the first time in a long time when you can't make a decision. And then when you connect with your inner self, you will actually see the solutions to all of the problems for real. So this is very important. Yeah. And maybe sometimes the solution doesn't have to be the most unique and creative one. It can be quite simple. Yeah. I feel like you're used to having things a bit more complex, like a riddle, like a mystery, which is normal, I mean, as a reader or as a person that likes storytelling in general. Of course, you would like to have plot twists and interesting situations. But sometimes the simpler it is, the better, because out of all of these three cards, you can see the overstimulating energy of this one with all the cups and covers and everything, and even here with all the books and piles and stuff, very overwhelming. Yeah, overwhelming feeling. And you can see the cats here, both cats are just grooming themselves. It's like they are not paying attention to the environment around them. It's like they are avoiding all of the overstimulation around them. Focusing on self-comfort, like self-soothing. Maybe you do have some anxiety-related self-soothing habits, like picking up your nails, or, you know, I don't know what other people have. I used to, you know, pick up the skins around my nails when I was younger, when I was more anxious. So it's like these cats are trying to avoid all the information, which is normal. I mean, it's too much information. And then this cat here is more active. It's more focused on what it has in front of it, because you are stripping down all the information, covers, stimulation, distractions. You're stripping it down, and now for you it's possible to see the outcome. And what you will see actually as a future outcome is that it's going to be great. You are going to see yourself grown, evolved, more mature, more fierce, more confident, and this is what you're aiming for. Okay, so this is the obstacle you should be careful about. And let's see what will help you to achieve your goal, or to maybe accelerate the achievement of your goal and make it sooner. Ooh, this is too much, but I'm going to take, okay, these two. Because we saw the yellow one. Okay, we have, what is this? What is this? My French is not that good. Oh, Eiffel Tower. And here it says, mention 3 capitals. So you have the Eiffel Tower, and the ring fell with the Eiffel Tower. Oh, maybe if this is a partnership, you guys got engaged in Paris, and now it's time for the ring to fall down the tower. Or maybe you work for a company in France. I feel like it's very symbolic, like, you know, you're climbing this tower from the bottom to the top. And when you reach the top, the only way to go from there is down. Yeah, unfortunately, everything has to have... I don't believe in ends. I don't believe anything is ending. It's just transforming into something new. And then you have the ciguero. What is this? Is this like in my language, I think it's called cicada, but I'm not sure. It looks like a bug, but in the beginning it looked like a lemon and a tulip, which reminds me of Amsterdam. But I'm really not sure if it's a lemon. Oh, okay. Okay, so this is intuitive reading. I'm almost sure this is not a lemon, but that's how I read it in the start when the cards fell down. It's like when life gives you lemons, make lemonade, but maybe in your own creative way you can make something even more extravagant. Yeah, so this means, okay, what will help you achieve this goal faster is you're going to have an event which is pure luck, actually, something coming out from the circumstances around you. It's like an opportunity, like life gives you lemons, and you just have to be able to notice this opportunity, take it, and this will help you accelerate the whole process of, you know, this goal that you have, so you can grow more. For you to be able, though, to notice this lucky encounter, it can be a person, it can be you're going for a trip and you find a book there, or maybe this is what you're reading. It can be many things. For you to be able to notice this new information and this new opportunity, you really have to strip down the distractions and the overstimulating things. Yeah, you need to be in a calm mind, for sure. Okay, and now I'm going to take... Oh yeah, first we'll do some charms. Oh my goodness. The cow. Okay, so you get the cow, and the cows, this cow reminds me of India. You know how they worship the cow there. Also, cows are very resourceful animal. I mean, yeah, I know probably some of you are vegetarians or vegan, and you won't like what I'm going to say, but yeah, this is the world we live in, unfortunately. And as you know, cows can be used both for the milk and for the meat they can provide. And yeah, it's like it's still giving me the vibe of being resourceful, finding something that a unique way that is going to bring you a lot of abundance. Out of one thing you can get a lot of different stuff. That's what I'm getting. And this is my little magnetic board. I used to have like a magnetic, I think it was a rhinoceros that you can draw over. I don't think I can draw now. Yeah, but it's very cute. And this is all about you creating your own image, your own visualization. This is about visualizing. Again, in the beginning I mentioned that maybe some of you are artists, maybe you're drawing. So this is just confirming it. Your future is in your hands. You are not losing control. Don't worry, really. It's just that you have to strip down a bit the distractions. Then you have the counting stick. This is from my childhood when my mom was using like a bunch of these sticks to teach me how to count. And you know, it reminds me of this, how she's counting between the cups, which cups should she take. And also it reminds me of the sword. Yeah. Yeah, I feel like you should just take a break from counting and being too... stop doing to-do lists, stop doing lists of pros and cons of why you should make this decision or not. Yeah, you should go with your intuition. Avoid for a while your rational thinking. I know you have the King of Swords in you, but at this stage what you need is a little bit more intuition and to dive deeper into your emotional body. Yeah. This will show you things that you might even have never thought about, that you are hiding inside of you. And then it's very important to let them out, to speak them out. Again, the throat chakra. Yeah. Stop counting, stop writing, stop reading, and instead, you know, stop consuming, stop consuming like the cow, you know, and start creating, you know, start letting your intuition out. Then you have the suitcase, which can be about travels. Maybe you are really traveling to somewhere. I mean, here it says mention 3 capitals. This can be Paris, Madrid, and London. I don't know, Sofia or New York. So this is about travel. Maybe really you are going on a trip that is going to be a bit more life-changing for you. The rocket is usually about fast movement. So the moment you get this opportunity, because it fell on the yellow, you see yellow, you get a lot of yellow here. It reminds me of the same vibe. This lucky encounter or lucky opportunity is going to happen fast. Yeah. And if you clear out your mind from all the consumption you're doing, you will be able to catch it and use it. Because this rocket reminds me both of the Eiffel Tower and because it's long, and also the yellow color of this. So yeah, there is something here about a trip, I feel like. Which is logical because at the moment is summer, at least in the northern hemisphere. And if you're watching this in a period where the weather makes it easier to travel, it's possible. But this is a timeless reading. You can watch it at different times as well. Okay, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a puzzle piece for you. You get... Is this a snake? Or maybe... I don't know, I think it's how are these called? Centipede? With a lot of legs. Which is funny because we have the football team. You know, if you have a lot of feet, you can score a lot of goals. And maybe that's the problem. Maybe you have a lot of feet, like a lot of cups here, and you want to kick every single of these cups. But yeah, it's all about simplicity, guys. This is a message about simplicity. And also this puzzle piece is from the puzzle which is about your internal world, which is connected to the moon. Again, simplify. Less is more. And then let's get you some numbers. Although you already have a bunch of numbers here, you have the 14, you have the 46, which can be a 10, beginning and end of a cycle. You have this guy has a 2 behind him, 7, 18, which is also can be a 9. The one that got away. You have a 7, and you have a 7 here. You have an 8. 8 is about money, abundance, prosperity, and you have the 12. So yeah, this can be dates. For example, this can be July, this can be August, and this can be the 12th of July, the 12th of August, the 14th of July or August. This can be December as well. So this can be important numbers for you when you're going to do the travel, when this is going to appear. Take it as it resonates. And with that, I hope this message was helpful for you. I really know that you're going to make the best decision and you're going to reach your goal. You're going to have a lot of wealth, a lot of abundance, and I'm sure you're going to find the best solution to make this parting of ways the less painful way as possible and to be more of a win-win situation between both parties. With that being said, pile number 5. It was a pleasure having you today, and thank you for allowing me to do this reading for you. If you enjoyed it, I would appreciate a like, a subscribe, even a comment. I would love to talk about these things in the comment section so you can tell me what resonated for you. And yeah, I hope I can see you in the next readings. Bye! Pile number 6, welcome. This is going to be your reading about what is the next big goal that you're going to score. And you chose the football player from the blue team with the green basketball ball as addition. This guy has the number 3 on the back of his jersey, so maybe that's going to be an important number for you. 3 is usually about collaboration, like working in a team or celebrating with friends, stuff like that. So I'm curious to see if this is connected to your reading today. What we're going to look into is what exactly is the goal that you want to achieve, what type of obstacles you might encounter that are going to delay your outcome, or maybe are going to create some headaches for you to overcome, and then what is going to help you accelerate your journey to your goal. I'm going to use the Tea Leaves card deck, the Everyday Witch Tarot, and this children's game with objects connected to traveling. Okay, let's dive right into it. The first thing I notice about this guy is that he's very focused. You see how his leg is extended to do a kick? It's like he's already has the goal in sight and he's ready to take action and kick the ball and score. Also, this is a raccoon, so as you know, raccoons can be very resourceful and smart, intelligent, and in general adaptable. And sometimes a bit aggressive, but I'm not saying that you're aggressive. Maybe you just are more expressive when you want to achieve something. Something funny about your group in particular, while I was changing in between groups, I was thinking, okay, let's now clean up the space, shuffle your cards, get prepared. And Spirit was sending me the information about why don't you check some random song for this group? And I'm like, a song? What do you mean a song? Maybe you guys are quite musical, you might be musicians, or you just like music in general, you like to go on concerts. So I was like, okay, Spirit, what do you want me to do exactly? And I got the information that I should search in Google for a random song picker or generator. So that's what I did. I found a random site that is going to get a song from Spotify. And I was curious to see what random song I would get. You know what I got? I got Run Against by Mass Digital. It's interesting that the title is literally about running, which is one of the main things you do when you play football. And also this guy here is one of the few pieces that you can choose from all of the toys that he's in motion. He's already in motion, in a way of running and kicking the ball. So the title is Run Against. It's like you're running against all odds. You're running against the current, and people are actually not believing that you can achieve what you're aiming for, but we all know that you're going to achieve it anyway, because, I mean, this reading is not going to exist if you're not going to score that goal. So yeah, quite interesting. I hope this resonates with you. Maybe not all of you, but it was a peculiar thing that Spirit made me do. I haven't done it before, but I like it. Maybe I will use it in the future. Anyway, pile number 6. I put your guy here. Maybe I will put him like this, and your ball here. And let's see what is the goal that you are aiming to achieve. I will do 2 cards from here. Yes. Let's see. Ooh. And this is so funny because it's literally the opposite energy of pile number 5. They got a broken ring and you have a ring. Okay, a marriage will take place either romantic or in business. Such a contrast. The previous group was literally parting ways with something, and you are more like aiming to start something new. And if it's a marriage for real and you're running against all odds, maybe your family or the family of your partner are not okay with this, or maybe the business that you want to sign contract about or start is not looked good at, you know, in general. There's something about this here, but you're already setting things in motion. It's like, if it's about a marriage and you're going to propose, you already have the ring bought. So everything is in motion. It's going to happen anyway. No one can tell you what to do. And still, you are a team player. You are used to working with people, not against them. And maybe this is something that is hurting you a bit. It's making things emotionally hard for you, mentally hard. Because you're a people's person, you like to work with people. And then we have tankard, celebration, fun, enjoyment. Yeah, you want to have fun with this. Okay, so your goal is, I feel like this is about an event, really. It's like organizing a wedding, organizing some form of an event, maybe the beginning of a new business, a party, a team building. What else can you organize? A retreat, maybe you do retreats. Maybe you do retreats, creative retreats with artists and astrological stuff for women and men. A tea ceremony. Yeah, oh yes, it feels like you're a person who likes to organize events. And that's your goal. You want to enjoy this, you want to celebrate, you want to have fun, you want to gather people, to be together, to enjoy yourselves. But there's some resistance happening here, and I can't wait to see what that resistance is all about. Let's see. We are going to get 3 cards from here. What are the obstacles? Why is there resistance? What is pile number 6 running against? Why is there pressure? Because I already feel the pressure. Okay. Oops, I don't know why I did that. I was going to get them in a row, but this is funny because it's literally the same energy I was thinking about when I said you are already aiming for the goal and scoring. You see how the leg is extended? I was thinking about arrow, bow and arrow. One of the groups had this message, by the way. But in this case, you have the woman. Oh, look. She has blindfold, and you have, this is the only football player that has like glasses, something on their eyes. It's like you're the type of person that is a bit impulsive. Yeah, you take action before thinking too much, and you just hope for the best. Two of Swords. Two of Swords is usually the card about making a decision. I don't know why I'm starting from backwards. That's so weird. Maybe you are the type of person that doesn't like things to be very structured. Yeah, it's like you You get things done in your own way, taking them from here, from there, something like that. Two of Swords is about trying to make a decision, but it's hard to make a decision because you feel like you don't have all of the information for you to make that decision. It's also about balance, but the interesting thing is that in this tarot card in specifically, it's like you've already made a move, because in the original tarot, Rider-Waite-Smith tarot, you have the person holding two swords in a cross, and the two swords are balanced. They are not doing anything different. But in this case here, you have one sword is already in the center, in the bullseye, and the other one is shortly going to follow. So I'm telling you, everything even if you're in an indecision period of should I go with this or should I not, it's already into motion. And there are people who are not going to like it, like this crow here. It's giving me the energy of, you know, why are you doing this? I am not agreeing with this. But you've already bought the ring. You've already reserved the place where you're going to have this event and this celebration. It's already done. And honestly, even if you have worries about, you know, if you've made the best decision possible, it's not worth it to exert energy for this specifically, because it's already in motion. You've made the decision anyway. Then we have the Hermit, and then the King of Pentacles. Oh, this is giving me such a celebration type of vibe. Look at him with the cake, with the wine. He has the dogs, the nature. I mean, King of Pentacles is basically the highest you can get in material abundance and stability, and you know, feeling happy and about your achievements. But again, this is giving me like the vibe that this is you, and you're going to be so happy with the decision you've made, and you're going to have such good celebration and fun and enjoyment. But we're looking into what is going to be an obstacle for you for this. And I'm telling you, I feel like you have worries and second thoughts and doubts if you've made the best decision, even though you've already set it into motion. And all of this is coming because of other people's opinions. And honestly, I know this sounds cheesy and too easy, you know, to be said than done. You shouldn't think about other people's opinions that much. That's why you have the Hermit card. The Hermit is about isolating yourself a bit, staying with yourself, meditating a bit more, and finding your own inner truth. Ignore what other people think or say or whatever, because whatever you're trying to achieve here is going to bring you a lot of joy. You don't think about people's opinions. It's not worth it. Is there anything else coming up here? No, that's the obstacle. Your biggest obstacle is your worries. And if you continue worrying, you're not going to enjoy that much the celebration. And there is a reason to celebrate, come on. Okay, let's see what will help you to achieve this more smoothly or faster, to enjoy it more. Some more advice by Spirit. Let's take this. Bonnet. So you have the hat. This gives me protection vibes, like being cozy and also warm and protected. You know, in winter when you put a hat, you're trying to protect your head, which also means that you're trying to protect your psyche, your mental health. Yes, okay. So this is about protection of your mental health. You need to do more activities connected to stabilizing and harmonizing your mental health. As you can see, the Hermit here, she is meditating. Try to meditate, try to go into nature, try to meet with, I was going to say try to meet with people who approve of this, but I think this is going to add more to your confusion. You don't need other people's opinions. You need to connect to yourself. And then you have a balloon with the beach ball. Oh, and you have the ball here. I mean, this is a basketball. But the beach ball, which group had the beach ball? I think group number 2 had a beach ball, and I was talking about how, you know, beach balls, they're inflatable, so they're very light. And when you kick them, they're not going in the direction that you would like them to go initially. But still, it's possible to have a lot of fun and still score a goal with them. So this ball can be about having fun, about trying to achieve something with means that are not necessarily the best means you have, but still it's possible to achieve something with them. Because if you kick the ball, it's quite possible it's going to change its direction and not go in the direction you want. But that's okay, because it's still fun. So what will help you here is to be a bit more flexible in your plans, in the way you think things should occur and go, because at the end of the day you're going to have a lot of fun anyway. And also really protect your mental health. You don't need to worry so much. Just enjoy yourself and have fun. That's it. And then you have several numbers here. You have the 9, you have the 2, you have the 7 and the 4. This can be about dates. 7 can be about July, 9 can be about September, it can be months. You can make whatever combination you want. It can also be the date of the events that you're organizing. Maybe you're organizing an event in the summer on the beach. Oh, that would be cool. With inflatable balls, and yeah, that would be fun. But this is for only some of you. I don't know. I felt like I have to say it. Let's get some charms for you. Okay. Oh, so you get the little dog. The dog is all about, you have a dog here. It's about loyalty, it's about friends, gathering with friends, having a good friend. Maybe there is a person in your circle that you can confide in. I mean, not everybody's opinions can be confusing. Excuse me. Yeah, I'm starting to get a bit weird in my throat. I was having this in the previous group as well. Maybe there's something about your throat chakra. Yeah, maybe with this friend, there's something you should tell them. Maybe you should share your worries with them. Yeah. Okay. You have the llama. As you know, llamas like to spit when they're not happy with something and they're annoyed. And this reminds me of these knives that she's throwing, you know, towards the target, and like you're kicking the ball. So I feel like sometimes you can be a bit fast to reply, like if someone is annoying you or frustrating you, and you'll be like throwing out these a bit of a not harsh but pointy words, not intentionally to hurt someone, but more like sarcastic. And yeah, this can create a bit of a tension between you and the people around you, and I understand why you're doing it. It's a coping mechanism, it's a type of to protect yourself, or maybe you like to joke about even serious things. And this is a protective mechanism. It also exerts a lot of energy, and as I said, you would like to contain that energy and keep it for the future moment when you can celebrate this with, you know, this event that is going to happen soon, instead of just communicating with people who are not seeing eye to eye with you and trying to change their mind why this is something that you should do, and they're telling you why you shouldn't do it, you know. So yeah, I would avoid people who are getting too much into your face. Again, Hermit. And then we have this guy who is the Hunchback from Notre Dame. Usually this is about someone who looks a specific way, but actually is not exactly what they look like. And in this case, look at how the King of Pentacles is wearing green, the same vibe as this guy. This can also be a person in your life. It can be a father figure, maybe, or someone that has the qualities of the King of Pentacles, so determination, decisiveness, being stable and grounded and calm. Okay, and we have the dog here. I didn't put it intentionally, but we have it in the picture too. So there is a person in your life who has this calming, grounding energy, and it feels like maybe they don't agree with your decision, and that's what you see on the outside, that this is something that can create a distance between you. But at the same time, if you talk to them, you might get a bit more reassurance and be calmed down, because at the end of the day, this person has your best interest in mind. And yeah, it's not what it seems. You might think they're not agreeing with me or they're against me, but they are actually doing everything out of love. And after you talk to them and you connect with them, this will make you feel a lot more grounded. But to get to this point, first, you really need to isolate yourself a bit and introspect. This is important. Then you have the drawing board. So usually with a magnet, you can draw different things here. It's super cool. And this is the charm about you create your own vision. This is about manifesting, visualizing, and whatever you draw here, this is how it's going to come out. But don't forget, you can always remove it, with this little handle here. You can start clean slate. So this can again be a message about this person. Maybe you have something to clear out with them, so you can start clean and you can celebrate in peace. And then you have the dog bowl. Okay, so you have the dog and the dog bowl. So this is like nurturing your friendships. And we already had the number 3, which is about teamwork and collaboration and being with friends. So it's like nurturing this relationship with this person, whoever that is for you. At the same time, this charm fell out like this on the opposite, and it reminded me of the ring, which again, it's a way of nurturing and securing a relationship, a ring, of course. Or you maybe just have to feed your dog. Or maybe the decision you're trying to make and to, start a new commitment is you getting a new dog. Let's say you're a teenager, you're not that into life yet, and you're talking to your dad and you're like, I want to have a dog. And he's like, no, you're not getting a dog. But you already found a dog in the streets and you're actually taking it home at the moment, or maybe keeping it with a friend and trying to figure out how to talk to your dad so you can keep the dog. Something like that is coming up now. Yeah, that's funny. Okay. And then you have the letter A, which can be the name of this person or your friend or the person that is annoying you and you're spitting over. Or maybe, I don't know, letter A. It can be anything for you. Yeah, take it as it resonates. And then we have, let's take puzzle piece for you. You have 2 types of puzzle pieces, from your internal world and from your outside interactions. We have this, which is about internal world. Again, you get the message for introspection. And you have several bats here. Bats are about seeing things from a different perspective. It's like the Hanged Man card in tarot. You have to change the way you're seeing something. And again, I'm getting to this charm, which is something looks a specific way, but maybe it's actually different. On the surface, it looks like this, but it will change your mind. Yeah. And then we have, I'll get you some numbers from my billiard balls, because we have a lot of balls today. Oh, you have the most numbers out of all the groups. Oh, no. You have number 6. I'll put it here. Number 6, number 13, number 15, and number 10. 10 could be the number of a new beginning or the end of a cycle. You have a lot of numbers, so you should use them as you think. Maybe these are dates that you're going to have this event on, or maybe from the 13th to the 15th you have the event, like for 2 days. 6 also, yeah. So I will leave you to decide for yourself what these numbers mean for you. And with that being said, I hope you will find peace in your decision, because it's going to bring you a lot of joy. And I'm actually very happy for you. I hope you have a great event, whatever this is that is going to occur soon for you. And yeah, enjoy it. With that being said, if you like this reading, I would appreciate a like, a subscribe, a comment even. And of course, thank you for allowing me to make this reading for you. Thank you to Spirit for joining us today. And I hope I will see you in some of my future readings as well. Bye!